These are my most recent acquisitions, the most misunderstood precious metals in the space. I'm going to discuss in this video why I made the purchase of both platinum and palladium as we explore. Platinum and palladium. They are metals that have not really done a whole lot recently. In fact, platinum has been very stagnant in its price performance for quite a long time. In fact, I was saying probably 5 years ago that I thought it was going to go up in price considerably. But I really didn't give a timeline, and it's a good thing I didn't because so far it's not really done a whole lot. But back when I made a purchase of a great deal more platinum, which even then was not much, it has increased in price from about $600 to about $1,000. And that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. Platinum and palladium have both been running at parity with each other for quite a while at about a 1-to-1 ratio, skipping around a bit, but so far both metals are trading right around $1,000 each. And I went ahead and decided to make a move and purchase these two coins. And I'm going to explain specifically why I purchased them from a collector standpoint, but also from an investment standpoint. Yes, I did use that word investment because I think these metals I refer to as fringe precious metals because they sort of operate kind of in their own world because they're mostly industrial. Now, there's a piece by Michael Mahari that discusses platinum and palladium, especially compared to gold, since we saw it break above $3,000 and it appears poised to push even higher. So far, platinum has not followed gold's lead, but seems to be watching from the sidelines. So what is causing this kind of divergence when we're seeing literally over 3-to-1 ratio between platinum and gold? Well, before we get into that, I want to remind you of Summit Metals. Summit Metals, they don't carry platinum yet or palladium, but who knows? They have been increasing their selection quite greatly over the past weeks and months. The products that they have now that I didn't know they had, such as the Florida Goldbacks. They have them at a very competitive price there. You can check them out. And they're getting other collectible stuff from the Germanium Mint and other base precious metals as well, too. Really good prices over at summitmetals.com, so check them out. Now, when we talk about platinum and palladium, it's something that makes a lot of stackers nervous, understandably so. Because when you hold platinum and palladium, they are very volatile in their price movement. Yea, though, platinum especially has been very stable, almost too stable in recent years. Stability can be confused for stagnancy. And for something like platinum that is really kind of volatile by nature, considering its supply chain and its rarity, it's kind of seems poised to break in one direction or another. And most people feel that direction is going to be up, myself included. But I don't think you should make a decision to buy it based off of what I feel of it. They are fringe precious metals, as I refer to them, which means that they really should not be used as a way to hedge against economic instability or inflation. They've not really proven themselves to be those types of investments. But I do believe they hold the potential for increased gains as a diversification tool against your other precious metals, gold and silver. Over the last 2 years, platinum has shown a moderate correlation with gold, very moderate, but gold certainly has left it in the dust. In early 2023, platinum was trading around $1,080, while gold was in the 1820s. But since then, gold has surged by 65%, while platinum has remained range-bound between $843 and $1,153. And now, today, platinum is trading right around $990. It's right at $993 right now as I record this video. And palladium is up to $1,007, but it trades below $1,000 regularly now. These two metals have been at parity, and I actually thought that platinum would take off and palladium would trade around this area and maybe move even lower slightly. But so far, palladium has shown some resistance or some support at this level, which is one reason why I bought this coin. because I think that we're probably at or near a low for palladium as well. So if we put the platinum price into perspective, and by some nature palladium as well, the metal hit an all-time high of $2,213 an ounce in March of 2008, whereas palladium reached almost $3,000 an ounce, I'm thinking back in 2021. And this was higher than the record price for gold hit in 2011. One of the factors driving that 2008 record was a severe supply shortage due to a power crisis and labor strikes in South Africa, the world's leading platinum producer. And there's been power issues in South Africa recently as well, too, just not as much of the labor strikes. And by the way, stay tuned, because I'm going to put these in capsules, and you're going to want to see and hear that. A lot of people like the sound of these being put in capsules, so stay tuned. Before 2011, platinum was generally more expensive than gold. In 2015, the historic trend reversed, with the spread between gold and platinum growing ever so wide. Gold and platinum have decoupled because of the dynamics driving them as different as the metals themselves. And palladium did reach a low of about $167 an ounce. And I bought a fair amount back around 2005. I paid about $200 and some for 1 ounce of rounds and bars of palladium. And it wasn't until 2017 when they released the Palladium Eagle, the United States Mint did, and I bought one of those in 2017. And probably now, given the spot price of palladium, you could probably get one for about the same price I paid back then. I mean, there are relatively limited mintage, so there may be a bit of premium on those. But industrial demand accounts for the majority of the platinum price and offtake. Its primary industrial applications is in catalytic converters for vehicles for both platinum and palladium. Platinum is also crucial in the chemical industry for producing fertilizers, in petroleum refining, and in various electronic components due to its excellent conductivity and resistance to corrosion. In fact, I don't think platinum corrodes at all. The metal is also increasingly being used as a green technology, such as in hydrogen fuel cells. You know, the platinum group metals are known as noble metals because they don't react. They're very dense. In fact, palladium is a little bit denser than silver, whereas platinum is more than twice the density of silver. So it's amazing to see. These are both 1 ounce coins, but you can see that the palladium coin is larger. And I don't have here is a platinum eagle here that I have, that you can see the difference between the size between these two. Same diameter, but the thickness, of course, this is high relief, but I digress with the thickness and the like on them. But so maybe the platinum maple is maybe a better choice to look when you look at the size of it. Generally, it's thicker, but you can see there that even with the high relief, the Palladium Eagle is not that much more thick. So there they are, the difference between the coins. And you can see the color is fairly similar. There's slight differences in the color. And it's kind of, may not have the best lighting here, but you can kind of get a sense of that by looking at the edges there to get very, very slight differentiation in the color. But it's not much, barely noticeable. And industrial demand does dominate, but we also see platinum especially is more popular in jewelry and as an investment metal. And gold is trading as a financial asset, mostly as a hedge against inflation, and central banks are holding it. The strong central bank demand for gold has provided price support and instilled confidence among investors. And heightened geopolitical risk and growing concerns over sovereign debt have boosted gold's appeal as a safe haven asset. And those divergent drivers have propelled gold to repeated record highs, even though platinum has trailed and palladium as well, really pulled back. And but the fundamentals are far from weak for platinum and palladium. While it is yet to drive the price higher, there is a significant platinum shortage developing. The market posted a 749,000 ounce deficit in 2023, followed by a 527,000 ounce shortfall last year. And those may sound like small numbers, in the grand scheme of things, but platinum and palladium are both very rare precious metals. Another 470,000 ounce plus deficit is expected this year. These deficits reflect constrained primary supply, disrupted autocatalyst scrap flows, and a rebound in autocatalyst demand after the semiconductor shortage. The tariffs will play a role in that. Could actually be bearish for platinum in the short term, but I think once things even out there or get settled in, I think you're going to see some of that rebound, at least to some degree, especially if domestic manufacturing presses on or surges, which is quite a possibility, and that's actually one of the drivers for these tariffs. Pun completely and totally intended there. And there's issues on the supply side. A focus on concentration of above-ground stocks is inaccessible to key end users. This exacerbated frequent supply tight lines. And since the victory of Trump in November, tariff concerns have driven the warehouse holdings higher, from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange climbing by 545,000 to 585,000 ounces. This triggered a backwards market in 2025 where spot prices exceed futures prices, reflecting a premium for immediate delivery. Similarly, heavy flows in China in 2021 through 2022 absorbed surplus shocks, keeping the market tight and platinum in backwardation through much of that time period. So that is something to say for that. I think that's a good reason to have some, and that's why I decided to get these two coins here. Platinum investment demand for platinum has also created some market tightness. Platinum ETFs currently hold about 3.3 million ounces of metal, effectively removing it from industrial use. While the signal investor confidently and support price by reducing available supply, they also pose a risk. In the event of a breakout, profit taking could quickly release metal back into the market, capping the gains. China holds the keys to the platinum market. Imports of the metal into the country plunge when the price rises above $1,000 an ounce, but imports spike whenever the price drops to the low 900s. So yeah, there you go. Interesting indeed. On recent trips, industrial buyers frequently highlighted the low 900s as an attractive entry point, and that's where we're at right now. It's actually in the high 900s right now, but still, I think it's still an attractive position. I've always said that anything under $1,000 an ounce is a good buy for platinum, and this this analysis pretty much backs that up. And so, yes, CFT data shows that the CME, Platinum's managed money positioning, typically fast-moving speculative funds, has frequently swung between net long and net short over the past 2 years. This pattern reflects traders capitalizing on short-term price moves within a well-defined range. While this pattern seems likely to continue in the near term, there are opportunities for investors to work within the current dynamics. In the longer term, continued supply shortages could open the door for a breakout. Could being the key word there. I agree with that analysis totally. And I am hedging a bet on it by investing in these metals, so to speak. But there's more to me buying these metals than just for that reason. I know they're not for everybody, but I think it's a good idea to at least consider all the different factors out there to diversify if that is something of your interest. And that would have to be very specific to the individual. Many of my viewers are not big fans of holding it, but it's fun to learn about it. As you can see, the difference here between platinum, palladium, and silver. I mean, it is just amazing, the difference. The reflectivity of silver is unmatched, obviously, but they have their own beauty as well between silver and gold, and it's pretty amazing. Between silver and platinum, they have their own kind of beauty to them. So there it is. Now, I bought this coin here. This is a 2025 Platinum Maple Leaf, and I wanted to get it because it is the first Platinum Maple Leaf with Charles on it here. Well, he was on it in 2024, but nonetheless, it's my first one with the Charles portrait, which I'm not a big fan of King Charles, but nonetheless, just wanted to add that to the portfolio, to the collection, and so I'm going to now put this in the capsule. I'm going to pull my microphone. Yes, I did get a new microphone. There it is, right there, and so hopefully you've noticed the audio has been a little bit better as of late. Let's put the coin in the capsule, shall we? Will it pick up the sound? Let's see. Well, it's kind of anticlimactic. It just slipped right on there. It didn't squeeze out. That's why I bought that one. This one I got a good deal on. This is a numismatic piece. It is not a bullion piece. This is from 2020. That's right. 2020 collector. W minted Palladium Eagle here. Got a deal on this because it has secondary mark on it right there by the eye, and a little bit of ding in this on the rim there. It's kind of nasty right there. You see that imperfections there, and then this little spot there right by the eye in Liberty. Otherwise, it's a nice coin, and I got all the packaging and stuff with it too, but let's put it in its capsule. There it is. Not much of a sound for that either, but there you go. All right, folks, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. A multitude of gratitude. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.